Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going a completely different direction than what I usually do with my YouTube content. Today I'm going to talk about my skincare, my skin journey. I am going to be sharing with you guys the biggest struggle that I have really faced over these past 5 years. If you've been following my page for a while, I'm very focused on health and fitness and wellness. I am a dietitian, I'm a personal trainer. I'm very focused on eating clean and living a healthy lifestyle. But I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be raw and I'm gonna be vulnerable. So if you didn't already notice, I am not wearing any makeup and I do film almost all of my content in like a full face of makeup due to not loving my skin. And I do know that I don't have the worst acne in the world. I would say my acne is more manageable, but I am going to share a little bit about my own journey with my skin because I was someone who literally had no acne my entire life. And then my mid-20s hit and I just started developing like cystic, painful acne. Again, I know my skin's not the worst, but I do just kind of want to share with you guys that while some people's lives on the internet seem perfect and they have nothing really crazy going on, or maybe they don't make it seem like that, we all have our own struggles. And while, again, my skin isn't the worst skin out there, it is something I'm very insecure about. It is something that I've been struggling with for years. I've seeked out many professionals. And because, if you didn't know, I'm getting married actually around this time next year, I would like to have clear skin for my wedding. Now, a lot of people, they go on a weight loss journey for their wedding or they try to get into the best shape of their life. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna still make health a priority, but I want clear skin for my wedding. So I'm gonna share with you guys the journey I'm going on. Now, I just started working with a new esthetician that one of my clients recommended to me. She's had a lot of really good results with clearing up acne, and I'm really excited to be starting with her. So this is literally day one, week one of my new skincare routine. I will share, I have nothing to disclose. I have no affiliations to any of the products that I'm using. I am just sharing my own experience trying to clear my skin up. Now, before I get into the new products and my regimen, I'm gonna go over all of that with you guys, and I'm probably gonna make this a weekly quick vlog, just what's going on with my skin, any changes I notice, any reactions I notice, because sometimes skin does get worse before it gets better. I do want to talk about that I've tried a lot of different products. I've tried tretinoin, I've tried adapalene, I was put on antibiotics, I was recommended spironolactone, which is a diuretic, but it's a blood pressure medication. And I really wanted to go more of the holistic approach. So I cleaned the heck out of my diet. I no longer do dairy or gluten. I don't drink alcohol. I eat very clean, 5 meals a day, all home cooked, no processed food. And I have a normal menstrual cycle. I'm not on hormonal birth control. I thought I had a good skincare routine, but that's the thing that's changing. I prioritize my sleep. I prioritize my mental health. I prioritize, rest and recovery. And yet I still have the stubborn cystic acne. Again, it's a lot better than it used to be. I'm going to share some photos with you guys on how bad it's been, where it's currently at, but it's so unpredictable. And that's really why I wanted to do a deep dive into clearing up my skin. Okay, I've already been talking too much. Let's get into products in my new regimen. No affiliations to this brand, so I'm not making money off of them. I'm just sharing my experience using their products. They have been recommended to me by a lot of people who have acne prone skin. I will say when I worked with their expert that I am working with, they already wanted to talk about diet. They wanted to talk about, exercise, what my day-to-day looked like, what my lifestyle was like, what type of material I even sleep on. They wanted to know, what supplements I was taking, what ones are more acne prone, what ones are better for acne prone skin. So right away, I was already taking this to help clear up my acne, but they did recommend a probiotic, a fish oil, and a zinc. So the fish oil is going to help with reducing inflammation. Zinc can also help with, reducing redness and inflammation as well. A lot of acne can be related to poor gut health. I personally also take a digestive enzyme as just part of my routine, and I find that helps my digestion really well. So let's get into the products I'm using. Again, I am not an esthetician, so I'm not going to explain these products well at all. And it is, I don't want to say overwhelming, but it's a lot. It's a very new routine for me. I used to just, wash my face, moisturize, maybe put some spot treatment on. So this is a full-blown regimen for me. So let's get into it. Starting off with my new face wash. So this is my creamy, face wash product. I believe I'm supposed to use this one when I'm feeling dry. So naturally, I should have shared this. Naturally, I have drier skin. I don't have really oily skin. I tend to dry out and then overproduce oil, and then that's how a lot of my acne occurs. I also believe a lot of my acne is hormonal. Every approach I can think of to clear up that hormonal acne, and again, I'm still left with this. It used to be worse. We're getting better. Now I'm ready to clear the rest of it up. So this is my face wash I'm using in the morning and at night before bed. At night, I do have a different routine, so let's start with my morning routine. So this is my facial cleanser. Now, if I don't feel dry and I do feel more dewy, especially coming into the summer, this is the facial cleanser I'll be using, which is better for not dry skin. So it kind of will depend on the day and how my skin is doing. Second is not a product, but I'm icing. So I take like an ice cube, I wrap it in a paper towel, and I just go over my face with an ice cube. I'm sure if you've watched other tutorials on skincare, it's something you've probably seen before. I'm very new to it. You don't want to put ice directly on your skin because it can burn, but essentially icing in the morning and I ice at night can reduce, redness and inflammation of the skin. I think it can help with like lymph node drainage too. I'm not an esthetician, I don't really know. I'm just doing what my esthetician is recommending and I'm sharing it with you guys. My third step is my toner. So I take just a little cotton ball and I pat that on my face. I put it all over. That's after I cleanse and ice. Now the first more active ingredient I'm using is mandelic we'll go with, acid. Mine is 8%. So my esthetician did test this on my skin. I think they have a 5 and 8 and 11 and maybe a 15. 8 responded really well. I didn't have any burning or pain, so I could tolerate a little bit of a stronger acid. This is to help in brighten, exfoliate, and yeah, so it's something I'm adding in. I don't know again too much about these products, but I'm using them. Okay, then I have 2 moisturizers. Boom. This one's my first one. I don't really know too much about the difference between the two. Again, not an esthetician. So this is my first product. It is my Hydro Remedy Gel Serum. It's for hydration, repairing, and soothing. And then after I let this one kind of dry, I pop this one, which is my creamy peptide solution. Again, another moisturizer, so double moisturizing. Then my final product is SPF because the UV can bring out more of your dark spots. So I should share, while I have some cystic acne, I do also have a lot of discoloration in my skin from previous acne that we're working on breaking up. So putting SPF on, in addition to all of the other stuff, is going to help reduce that redness, which I will share photos with you guys as I progress through this. And this is, again, week 1. Now, as I progress through this treatment, my regimen will change a little bit, and I'll share that with you guys. The breakdown pretty much from week 1 to week 4 is the same with my morning treatment. But my nighttime treatment is a little bit different. So let's get into that. At night, I do double cleanse. I am gonna use my creamy cleanser first, and then I'm gonna pair it with my gentle cleanser. This one's gonna help get all of my makeup off, and then this is just my double cleanser. After I cleanse, just like in the morning, I'm gonna ice my face again to reduce redness and inflammation. Now this is where the acne treatment comes in. So this is my acne med that I'll be using. I only start with it for the first few days, 15 minutes. So I cleanse, I ice, I put this on for 15 minutes, and after the 15 minutes, I wash it off. This will progress, from my understanding, throughout those first 2 weeks. So I think it's 15 minutes for a few days, 30 minutes for a few days, 1 hour for a few days, 2 hours for a few days, up until you can wear it all night long. It's to build a tolerance to my skin so that I don't have a bad reaction just putting it on full force right away. After the 15 minutes, because again, this is day 1, week 1, I'm gonna rinse my face, rinse off the acne med with just water. We're not cleansing again, but just rinse it off with water. And then I'm gonna go back to hydration. After rinsing off the acne med, we're gonna tone and antibacterial spray. So I use my toner, which I use in the morning again. And then I use this isn't actually Face Reality, this is Skin Smart. I got this one off Amazon. It's just an antibacterial, almost like a saline spray, because when I use it, I swear it tastes like salt water. So I use this first, saline spray second, and finally I moisturize exactly the same as I do in the morning. The Hydro Remedy Gel Serum first for hydration, the peptide cream moisturizer after. So these two together will be the last thing I put all over my face. The absolute last thing I'm using is a spot treatment. This is just a sample because I don't need a lot. This is to help break up whatever I have that's cystic right now. So I have a few bigger cystic acne spots that I'm gonna use just on this at the end of my entire routine. As my full routine, I don't even know that routine yet because I have barely done it. Actually, I haven't even done it yet. She did my morning routine for me this morning, and then I'll be doing my nighttime routine tonight. This is where I'm starting for the first few weeks. The actual nighttime routine is what's gonna change as that acne med goes on longer. But as far as the order of things, it's gonna stay the same. Now, I will stay the same for I think about 4 weeks, and then every 4 weeks it will change from there based on how my skin is responding. I'm also looking up all of my makeup products to make sure they are acne safe using a website that my esthetician sent me. I can upload all the ingredients and it will tell me like, are there any pore clogging ingredients, and to get rid of those products if they do cause acne. So far, the products I've looked up have been okay, which is great because I literally just bought new makeup to cover up what I currently have. I'm also doing a chemical peel with her in about 3 weeks. She wants to give my skin some time to adjust to the new regimen, but once my skin's adjusted, we're gonna go in with a very mild chemical peel to start to break up and get some cell turnover. All right, here we are, day 1, week 1, working towards a completely clear complexion or mostly clear complexion for my wedding day. I'm again about a year and a month out, so we have plenty of time to trial and error. I'll be taking you guys along for the ride, and I just want to see how these products work and share because I've heard so many good things about the Face Reality brand. But do they truly work? Let's see together, and I will share with you guys throughout my experience, my journey. I'm very good at being consistent, so I will promise you that will not be a problem. I love my nighttime routine, so I'm excited to kind of expand it. And if you guys want to follow along on this journey, I am going to make my face journey a playlist, so be sure to follow, subscribe, and tune in.